The title of our book is called Africa, and we will be reading a very simple introduction to the geography, topography, flora, fauna, and people of Africa. Africa is the second largest continent in the world. The Atlantic Ocean is west of Africa. The Indian Ocean is east of Africa. Europe is north of Africa. Let's take a look at our map over here, and we can see Africa right in the center, right in the center. And as we read, it says that Africa is the second largest continent. So, can you look on the map and tell me what the first is? Is it North America? Is it South America? What about Europe? What about Asia? What about Australia? We even have Antarctica down here. I'm thinking it might be Asia, maybe. Send me some videos and some answers and tell me what you think it is and why, okay? Looking forward to getting those videos and those answers from you. Again, so as we look, it told us that the Atlantic Ocean is west of Africa. So let's take a look at our compass over here. Guys, remember, we can use our compass to tell us what directions things are. So it looks like we have north, which is going up, east going to the right, south going down, and west going to the left. So as we look at Africa, it told us that the Atlantic Ocean is west of Africa. So which way is west? Is it that way? Is it that way? That way? That way? You got it. It's that way. It's west. It's right to the left of Africa. Remember, you can use your tools to make sure you get a better understanding of where things are on the map. Most of the land in Africa is hot and flat. Some of the land is desert. The largest desert in the world is in Africa. It is called the Sahara. And it looks like our little point down here says that the Sahara is about the same size of the United States. So imagine the whole United States being a desert. It's wild, right? And this is what a desert looked like. A lot of sand, really dry, really hot. What are some other things that you might find in a desert, or some things that you know about the desert? Think about those things. Some of the land in Africa is rainforest. Many rare animals live in the rainforest. And it looks like here we have a picture of one of those possible rare animals. Remembering some of the words in our book we may not know, like rare. What does rare mean? The word rare means that there's not a lot of something. Okay, so there's not a lot of these parrots left. And I knew that that was a parrot because of the small text at the bottom. African gray parrots are rare. They live in some of Africa's rainforests. Did you know that Africa had rainforests? Of course you did, we just learned that. Some of Africa's land is open and grassy. This is called the savanna. Many animals live on the savanna. What kind of animals do you see in this picture? Let's take a look. I see some zebras. I see you got it, some elephants. What other animals do you think live in the savanna? Even though they may not be here, I'm pretty sure they have other animals. What do you think that they are? There are many countries in Africa. There are all kinds of people. Some people wear colorful clothes and jewelry. Wow, look at these colorful clothes. They are beautiful. We have some orange and some yellow and some green. Got some blue over here. And look at all that jewelry. A lot of necklaces and earrings. She has on a different necklace back here. Very beautiful. And it looks like these are members of the Manasseh tribe. and they are known for wearing their colorful clothing. Many people in Africa are farmers. They grow coffee, cocoa, fruits, and other crops. It looks like we have a couple of gentlemen, maybe a lady and a gentleman farming in the field. And they grow coffee, they grow cocoa, which is from what? Chocolate. That's right. Cocoa makes chocolate. We learned that in one of our first books that we read. Fruits and other crops. And these farmers are in Rwanda. All right, they are growing corn. Some people in Africa live in the desert. Some of their homes are made of mud and straw. So they built these homes themselves. It's built out of mud and the roof is made of straw. And these houses are made out in the desert. But guess what? Some people live in big cities by rivers, lakes, and the ocean. The largest city in Africa is Cairo, Egypt. Look at this big city. There's a bunch of city buildings. They got a bridge that goes over the river. They have other buildings on this side. Looks like a soccer field here. There's some roads and highways here. We got boats on the rivers. There's a lot of amazing stuff within this city. Sorry about that, guys. This is a really big city, and it's called Cairo. Cairo is home to more than 9 million people. That is so many people. A lot of people live along the Nile River. It is the longest river in the world. Did you know that the Nile River was the longest river in the world? And it is in Africa. There are many beautiful places to see in Africa. What would you plan to see there? Guys, send me some pictures, send me some videos of what you would love to see in Africa. We learned that they have big cities. We learned that they have deserts. They have all kinds of animals. Look at this beautiful waterfall. Africa is a beautiful place with beautiful people that look just like me and you. And they were actually some of the first people on Earth. So I'm hoping that you learned a lot about Africa today. And remember, I told you that I had a surprise at the end. The surprise is a couple of items that Mr. Bowman actually brought back from Africa. So this is a wood art piece from South Africa. It is made and carved out of wood by the people of South Africa, and it has the big five on there. It has a couple of animals like the lion and the rhino, the elephant, and it's even carved. It says Africa here. This was picked up in South Africa, and the people that made it, they make money for their towns in their village, and they also produce really good artwork. Speaking of that really good artwork, here's some of the artwork that was picked up in South Africa as well. This is a picture of the lion. Can you see all of the colors in it? It's a very beautiful lion with many colors. And these colors can be identified with South Africa, with the yellow and the blue and the red. One more to show you. This one is a true South African design. You can see that the South African flag is at the top. And this is, of course, a giraffe. You can see the colors and the very long neck that makes it a giraffe. Can you guess what animal may come up next? We have the elephant. This is a South African inspired painting as well, the mighty elephant. And we also have another elephant here. The elephant is one of the largest, if not the largest animal in Africa and almost possibly the world. And then this is a picture of an African tribe. Now, these aren't real people, but it is inspired by real people. And what does that mean? It means that the idea came from a real tribe there in Africa. Those are some of the cool things that I picked up while I was in South Africa, and I will tell you that they look just like you and me. They are beautiful people with beautiful spirits, and one day I hope you get to visit. So this book has shown you a lot. Mr. Bowman has shared a little with you. I will hope that you will enjoy Africa as much as I have. See you later.